Good afternoon. This is Maria Partee with Project Stage at Indian River State College. We are going to talk today about the program that we have developed here. Project Stage is located on the main campus of Indian River State College in Fort Pierce, but with our new enhancement grant, we will be expanding to the Vero Beach Mueller campus, which is something that we're very excited about. These are the credentials that Project Stage students can earn while they are here. All students take the Specialized Career Education Basic class, which is a 450 clock hour program, and this is through the Department of Education. We have office administration. Students can earn certificates in information technology assistant, front desk specialist, and then after they have completed those classes, they're able to go further. They can work on either their administrative office specialist, their medical administrative specialist, or their legal administrative session. We also have the automotive servicer assister, which is a program where students go in and learn the basics of auto mechanic repair. We also have early childhood. This is a program that is through DCF, where students have to take 40 clock hours and then have to take and pass 7 DCF exams. We have a basic healthcare worker. This is a 90-hour program that can lead into other things, such as a nurse's aide and orderly. With the nurse's aide and orderly, they first must pass the basic health worker before they can move into the nurse's aide program. We have a new program. It's Central Sterile Service Materials Management. This is a 6-month period or a 6-month class, and students, again, they have to take the basic healthcare worker. With this class, total hours for these programs is 165 hours, clock hours. Then after they have gotten that certification, they can go further for their Central Sterile Processing Technician, and that is a 575 clock hour program. We also have Introduction to Heating, Ventilation, Air Conditioning, Refrigeration, otherwise known as HVAC. That one is a 250-hour class program. And then after you have completed that program, you can go to HVAC Fundamentals. That is an additional 250 hours. Program that we have added so that students will be able to take in Vero Beach Mueller is our culinary. So we have a intro to food prep, which is a 300 clock hour period. And then we also have the culinary cooking methods and techniques. These are new programs for our students, and we're looking forward to having students be able to participate in those programs. Inclusive opportunities for our students. Students in our program go into gen ed classes, but they're also into a separate class. The separate class is for specialized career education. That is where students are learning the skills of self-determination, advocacy, the soft skills that you need for working, your work skills. So we are actively trying to get these kids ready, or these students ready, to go into the workforce. Also on campus, we have lots of activities that we do. We have generally, of course, with COVID, things are a little bit different now. But in the past, when the first week of school, they have a lot of activities that our students on campus participate in. They may have a field day where their students are out there playing different sports. They have one year they actually brought in blow up balloons so that the students could play on like bounce houses and stuff, but more age appropriate. They can go and work out in the gym. Students have done that. Our students are, as we tell them, they are a college student first, and then they are a project stage student. So we really want them to understand that they can do everything on this campus just like everybody else. They can go to the clinic if they feel ill. They can go to the pool when there's, when the pool is open. They can go to the library, and we actually have a lot of students that enjoy going to the library, looking at the books, checking out books. If there is a opportunity for our students to volunteer, we sign up for the volunteer. We have volunteered for twice for the swim meet. That is a national swim meet that is held at Indian River State College. We have volunteered when we have students from the high school that come in. We hand out materials to them as they're coming into the building. We have had a pool party in the spring for our students so that they could go. So we have a lot of activities, and any program that the students go into, whether it's office skills or if they wanted to go into healthcare, those are all inclusive classes. Students are in there, they are learning just like everybody else. They are part of this college, part of this family. So we've had a lot of things that have occurred for our program. We, like I said, we do a lot of, if there's an opportunity to volunteer, we volunteer because we feel like that's something that they're getting experience. If they had no experience following directions on a job, this is great. We celebrate. And when I say celebrate, I'm not saying we have a party, but we may have cake, we may have something to drink. And a lot of times that's when we pass out certificates. We do not do this in isolation. We do this with students that they are around, that they have interacted with. A lot of times we will do this during office skills, our office administration, when the students are in class, because the office administration classmates assist the students when they have a problem. They talk to them, they engage with them, they treat them just the same as everybody else. We also have been getting, for each class, we have been getting iPads so that the students can use the iPads in the classroom. Whenever there's a need to go and start searching things on the computer, we have the iPads. We also have purchased laptops, and probably, the focus now is going to be moving away from the iPads and going to computers, because then that's going to be more of, this is the way the world is working. They're working with laptops, they're working with computers. So we're trying to make sure that it's the same in the work environment as it would be in the school environment. So we are slowly fading out the iPads and going to computers. We do celebrate, we take pictures when things are happening with our students. Things are posted on Facebook. We are really excited when we can put things on Facebook. Then, like I said, we celebrate when students get certificates, just like when a student in office skills, in office administration, once they get their first 150 hours, they get a certificate. After they have finished that, then the next certificate they get is like a 450. So Each time they get that, they get a certificate. So in office administration, they can get up to, they can have 3 or they can have 5 certifications, because a lot of students can do the office administration specialist, then go and do the legal specialist, and then do the medical specialist, and that opens up the world for them as far as working. Something else that we're really proud of is that we were able to present to up in Washington, D.C., a poster session that talked about our first year, what we did during that first year. So that was exciting, to be able to do that. We have had one of our students that has been able to participate in some taping with UCF for a presentation that was done in Washington, D.C. Last year or the year before. I kind of forget which day. But so we have gotten out there, and people are recognizing, what Florida is doing. And so that's important. So those are some of the highlights. Now, our demographics right now at this time, because of COVID, our demographics is very low. Our student population is very low. And a lot of it has to do with our students are not being successful virtually. Yes, we have some that can do it, but the majority need that face-to-face. So right now, when we look at the demographics, we only have 5 students that enrolled. Currently, of those 5 students that are enrolled for that year, there's only 3 that are currently on campus. For the students that enrolled there in 2018, 2019, we have 2 students that are enrolled full-time, face-to-face, and 1 student that is working virtually. The other students chose not to come back for the fall because of COVID, and because they do not do well with online learning. They need somebody that's going to be there, so when they have questions, they can be answered. Our ages is, we can take students starting at the age of like 18, and we go up. Right now we have some students that are over the age of 30. We do not discriminate based on age. So this is broken down. As you look at this student outcomes in the demographics, what I have done is, these are new students at this year when they enrolled. This is not where it's all put together and said, okay, and we have a total of 20 students for the whole time. I've broken it down by year. These are the students that came in during this year. I will say that the students that came in 2019, 2020, those students, we had no one over the age of 25. Next semester, when we accept other students, we may have more. But right now with COVID, it's very difficult. These are some of our outcomes with our students. Of all of our students that have enrolled in every student enrolls in specialized career education. As of today, right now, we have had 13 completers. We will have more at the end of the semester, but right now we only have 13, and I'm only counting as of today, as of this recording. We have had all 20 students to enroll in information technology assistant. That is the first class in office skills, office administration. After they have finished, there's 2 classes to be able to finish to move on to the front desk. At that time, through our data, we have 2 students that have moved to the front desk. And then we've had 1 student that has rolled in the medical administrative specialist. Students that have completed. We have 2 students that have completed the information technology assistant. We have 1 student that has completed the front desk specialist, and she is enrolled in the medical administrative specialist area. Early childhood, we've had 2 students to enroll, and we have had 1 student that has completed and is working in child care. If you would like to contact any of the staff here at Project Stage, you can contact me. I am Maria Partee. These are my office phone number, how you can email me, how you can call, how you can write, whichever way you would like to get any information. If I'm not available, we have Mary Kendall. She is the project advisor, so she works with our students. And then we have our full-time Project Stage instructor. And she's on campus right now. She does not have a phone, but we will be working to get her a telephone. But you can always contact her at fharper@irsc.edu. We have a instructional aid that will assist in the classroom with students. When they're having a difficult not understanding something, then we can have them to help get them, take them and maybe work a little bit one-on-one with them to get them through that hump of not knowing. So we have Amy, who is our instructional aid, and then we're going to be hiring a part-time job coach. Our job coach to us is very important because we see that as students being able to go out on campus and having that support that maybe as the project director or as the instructor may not be able to follow them to help them get acclimated to that job. We also are hiring, we're in the process of hiring peer mentors, and we have it out. So we are hoping to be able in the next couple of weeks to find some students, interview the students, get them accepted, and then get them trained so that they can work with our students. We open up as far as who can be a peer mentor, as long as they are successful in their classes, they are enrolled in the college, and they can meet with the students and give a certain number of hours per week. Then they are eligible to be a peer mentor. We have had a peer mentor working with us for about a year and a half. That is, the students feel comfortable being able to talk to her, being able to say, that peer, when you're working with a peer, and you're more likely to talk about something that's bothering you than if you're talking to your instructor or someone who's in authority. So I hope that you are having a wonderful time at our conference. And if you have any questions, please give me a call. Thanks a lot.